So you want the fast track to abundance, yeah? Money, love, friendship, opportunity? Sounds delicious. In this video, I'm giving you 3 mindset tips that, if you implement them, will change everything for you. I'm talking checks in the mail, hot sex, true besties, and your online visibility skyrocketing. And I can assure you, these are not tips that you are hearing everywhere else. Make sure you stick around to the end for a bonus tip that's gonna knock your socks off. If you're an empath and want to feel more confident in your decisions and the work you're meant to do in the world, subscribe to my channel and tap that little bell to get notified each week when I post a new video. I'm Ciara Rubin, best-selling spiritual author, singer, and lifelong psychic empath. I've spent nearly a decade helping hundreds of women tap into their intuition to get the answers they need and feel confident taking empowered action. Tip number 1, celebrate the success of others in a genuine way. Not just where you're messaging her and telling her, oh my God, that's so amazing for you. But then secretly you're jealous and you're low-key feeling like, what the heck, how is all of that happening for her? I've been working so hard for so long. Jealousy of someone else's success is a guaranteed way to block success for yourself, because you need to understand that somebody else's success, especially somebody that is getting closer and closer to you in your circles, illustrates what is possible for you. We call this manifestation driftwood. I got this term from one of my teachers, Gabrielle Bernstein. She talks about how when things are getting closer to you, accolades, certain income levels, certain types of success are getting closer to you, they will start getting closer and closer to your inner circle. So if you see someone out there on the internet that you don't know very well have a success that you want, that means that it's possible for you. If you have someone that you know peripherally have that kind of success that you want, it's getting closer, and it will get closer and closer until it comes and happens for you. When you are putting your head down, doing the work, having and cultivating that time for rest, work, and play, it will be yours, okay? I'm just here to tell you that just because you posted content on the internet one time, just because you've been posting videos on Instagram for 2 years, does not mean that you are owed success. Your content needs to improve, you need to hit the right time, and this is a saying that comes to me very often from Spirit, which is that when the world is ready for you, the world will come and find you. The world will come for you. When it is your time to skyrocket to success, the world will come for you. And if it isn't here yet, if the success that you want isn't yours just yet, it's because you don't need it right now. If you don't have it, you don't need it. It might not be the time in your life right now for that. You might need to be getting other priorities in order, like your health, your partnership with your husband or your life partner, your close friend relationships. If you are meant and have dreams of big success, that means that you need to get your foundation straight before that big success starts happening for you, so that you can sustain that success by having that solid foundation of your health, your relationships, your habits, all that good stuff. I can tell you from personal experience that I used to compare myself to the nth degree. Comparisonitis was a disease, girl, I had it. And I was looking outside of myself on the internet and I would be like, wait a minute, how come she has this all set up and ready to go? I feel like I'm so behind. Oh, she just had this super successful launch. I'm so jealous. But actually, those types of launches were not meant for me at the time. That person, even though it seemed like she would just come on the scene, had been doing the work for a decade. So being jealous and comparing yourself to other people is not helping you get more abundant. It is not helping you get more of what you want. In fact, it is blocking what you want. Nobody likes a jealous bitch, okay? Find it within yourself to shift your perspective to see that the success that you see around you is illustrating what is possible for you. There is plenty to go around. You are enough and you have enough. And when you are ready and when it is time for your message to really skyrocket and shine, it will happen for you. If you're gonna get on that success celebration train, tap that like button. And if you really wanna make that manifestation magic happen for yourself, tell me down in the comments, what is one thing you are going to do today to genuinely celebrate the success of someone else so that you can start calling that in for yourself. Tip number 2, learn to love money. And girl, I get it, because I have been there. If you want money, but you low-key hate it, why would it come to you? Money is energy, and the relationship that you have with your money will dictate how that money behaves in your life. And so if you say that you want money, but then you, on another hand, say that you wish we lived in a cashless society and that you hate money and you just are never getting it and you always wanting it and it's always so far away, then that is how it's going to behave for you. Learn to love your money and cultivate a healthy relationship with your money, with how you feel about your money. Unpack your money story. What beliefs do you have about money that are inherited from your caregivers, your parents, society, your teachers? Unpack your money story. Take a look at the moments in your life that you were not proud about how you handled your money. Take a look at those moments in your life where you are ashamed of maybe the way you weren't completely honest about money, or you weren't totally generous when you really wished that you could have been. All right, unpack that story, unpack those beliefs around money, and then ask yourself, where did that come from? Is that a belief that aligns with where I want to go? And if it doesn't, start to reprogram your brain. You can use affirmations, you can start a gratitude journal. Literally, when I see a penny on the ground, I am like, wow, that is a sign from spirit that money is coming my way. And if I see a quarter, ooh, baby, that means a lot of money is coming my way. All right, start to reprogram your mind and to see money as a good thing, as a tool that you can use to help others. Because the more money that you have, the more abundant you can be, the more generous you can be, the bigger your platform can get to share your message that you want to use to help other people. And so we need you to be wealthy, girl. We need you to be wealthy so that you can use that money to enrich yourself, the vessel for your message, so that you can then share that message and enrich the lives of others, impact the lives of others. We need you wealthy. The Dalai Lama said that the Western woman is going to save the world, and you can't do that without money, honey. And I get it. I used to hate money. I had a love-hate relationship with money. I had a lot of these colloquial beliefs like money doesn't grow on trees, and oh, you have expensive taste, champagne taste on a beer budget, and oh wow, like you just went to that restaurant and ordered the most expensive thing on the menu. Yeah, not because it was the most expensive thing, but because that was what I wanted. And naturally, as a child, I knew that I was a match for that kind of abundance. And I bet you did too when you were a kid. So let that continue to shine through. Let those old beliefs of worthiness come back online. Tip number 3, which is in a similar vein of learning to love money, learn to love the rich, okay? Because you can't become what you hate, period. And I get it. There are wealthy people out there who are awful, awful people. And let me tell you though, it is not because they are wealthy. It is not because of the money. Sarah Blakely is quoted as saying, and I agree with her, money doesn't change people. It just holds up a big magnifying glass on who they already were. So if the person was already greedy and rude, they're gonna be even more greedy and rude. If a person was kind and generous, when they become wealthy, they're gonna be even more kind and even more generous. So when you associate money with rich people who suck, that's not going to help you become a rich person yourself. And maybe you don't hate wealthy people outright, but maybe you have low-key disdain for them. Watch how you react and behave around wealthy people, or when you see videos of wealthy people. Are you saying things like, wow, must be nice. Must be nice for them. They don't know what it's like to really struggle. They don't know what it's like to come from this background. They don't know what it's like to da-da-da-da-da. Watch out for that low-key disdain of wealthy people and recognize that there are people of every background, of every ethnicity that have those rags to riches stories, that have been able to rise to the top because of their mindset, because of their solid foundation, because of their work ethic. So if it can happen for them, it can happen for you. Another note on rich people is watch how the ones that you look up to, the ones that you feel are genuine and generous, good people, watch those wealthy people and how they speak about their money, how they speak in general, and start adopting those habits. I notice that the people in my life who have a lot of money, they talk about it openly. They're not afraid to talk about it. It's not shameful to talk about their money. They talk about it in amounts. They very clearly and quickly deal with any financial, I'll pay you for this and then you pay me back, and we talk about the amounts and we talk about it quickly and immediately. There's no shame, there's no, I don't know if I should talk to them about this. I don't know if I should talk to my friend about the fact that she owes me $6 for this. Like, that might seem weird. No, girl, it's not weird. It is not weird. You're making it weird. It's been made weird by other people, but let it out. Share about it and talk about it more openly. And girl, I have to admit that I was in that place where I used to outright hate rich people. I used to have low-key disdain for rich people once I stopped hating them because I realized I wanted to be a rich person so that I could enrich my life, enrich other people's lives, and help more people. I had that low-key disdain for them, for sure. I definitely would be judging them for, buying certain things, or for seemingly not caring, or seeming like they were materialistic and money hungry when really they were just comfortable with money. So watch out for those projections. Here is a bonus tip for you too, and that is be a good steward of your money. All right, be a good steward of your money, because it's one thing to bring the money in. It's one thing to allow yourself to receive the money. But once you receive the money, are you able to hold the money? What are your money habits? You do not need to spend all of your money just to show faith in the universe that it's going to come back to you, especially if you are spending that money with that low-key anxiety that you're trying to cover over and not acknowledge. Don't spend all of your money just to show your faith that it's going to return to you, okay? And also don't hoard your money out of fear. And I get it, it's a little bit of a tightrope walk if it is new for you, but there are lots of practical ways that you can do this, that you can be a good steward of your money. And one way that I started out was to create a budget and to track my spending. If you are a classic overspender, or if you have trouble holding on to your money once you get it, all of a sudden it's like, woohoo, here it goes. I'm gonna give it to here. I'm gonna buy another crystal here, and I'm gonna buy this, and I'm gonna buy that. If that's you, because that was me, it's really, really helpful to track your spending with a budget. Literally, there are times when I write down every single expense, every single penny that I am spending, so that I am aware of it and that I'm not going crazy, that I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, so that I'm actually building wealth that I can use to swing into investments in my business and elsewhere. And speaking of what I spoke about earlier, which was, spending that money out of faith, but then low-key having the anxiety that it's not gonna come back, or that you don't have as much as you would want, you don't have that true amount that you should be considering your zero before spending. You need to change the way you feel about spending money. You need to reprogram your brain to every time you swipe your card, every time you hand out cash, because sometimes we still carry cash nowadays, that you can say an affirmation with it, like, thank you so much. I am so excited to pay you for this right now. This money I know is gonna come back to me tenfold. And you can say it out loud, you can say it in your head, but start to reprogram yourself to love the process of spending money. Not loving it so much that you overspend. Again, I get it, no more retail therapy, but spend your money with love in your heart. And that is going to make sure that it will start coming back to you in bigger and bigger ways. Bottom line, trust your intuition when it comes to abundance. When in doubt, check in with your higher self. If you want to know the primary language that your higher self is speaking, take 2 minutes and take my intuition archetypes quiz. Really quick quiz, it's really fun, and within 2 minutes, you're gonna know which language your intuition is primarily speaking so that you can easily understand the messages that it has for you. You can feel confident in taking action on whether to buy that thing or not. And it's also going to come with, if you join my email community, a free guide that gives you a 5-minute practice to very quickly and clearly connect with the answers coming from your higher self. Link in the description below this video. If you liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you're an empath, you will love these 2 videos right here, so definitely check them out. I love you today and every day, and I will talk to you soon, girl.